coach, the Dallas Cowboys. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Prescott now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Again, it's Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
An inside give to Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
From the 24 now, here's second and a couple. A give to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
43 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of the Super Bowl. Second down and 4. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's a give to Jones running left. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. We're scoreless after 1. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy You give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the 50, here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 75 yards rushing for him now in the 1st half of this Super Bowl.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have regained the lead.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead is now 10-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Going to run again here with Pollard. Nifty move. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Vaughn, they'll try the left side. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stumped the run.
Now 2nd and 9. To throw is Prescott. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing, Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
This is brought in at the 21. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that 1st quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the 2nd quarter. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Jones. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Jones. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football. It's something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
This is Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Jones. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 135 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Second down and a yard. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete to Johnston here. He stiff arms him. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, it's Herbert. He's got another one to Johnston. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a 2nd and 2. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Right side, he has Johnston. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now Jones. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Jones will score. Touchdown, Chargers. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Two.
Three quarters gone by. Don't leave your seats now, folks. The 4th and final quarter of the Super Bowl is up next. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, a run with Vaughn. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running behind center with Vaughn. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 23. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Prescott to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line really hunkered down and established himself.
Well, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly, trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's Vaughn. They'll run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to
Touchdown! Keenan Allen from 10 yards out. And the Chargers are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. Hopkins with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This is 1st and 10. Now Dak.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Prescott. That is caught by Lamb.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Here's Dak. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
To throw, Prescott. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Now Prescott.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down. 4th and goal.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the Boltz have done it. The Los Angeles Chargers are the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.